Ghanaians are not jubilating over anything whatsoever. Under Akufo Addo 2017, around this time, people were already preparing to go to school for free. All these things are happening. We have NDC people MPP people who claim to love the MPP, who claim to want to see the MPP move forward, who are jubilating. And that is the highest betrayal I've seen all through this things. The highest level of betrayal that I have seen coming from MPP, people who claim they are MPP, people who claim to love MPP, people who claim to identify with the Dankwa Buzia Dombo ideology. They arrest one of you and you are happy because maybe you are not in the same camp. What is camp? The only camp that there is the camp of the elephant. Yeah, that is the only camp there is. The only official camp. So if you claim to be in the elephant's camp, but because of your loyalty to a human being in that camp, so everybody becomes your enemy. Meanwhile, your leader is going about claiming to be preaching peace. Which peace you, the followers, have no interest in. And I can tell you that there is no way a leader will be preaching peace and the followers will do otherwise, and that leader won't call them to order. So anything you see the followers of that person doing, it is approved and certified by the leader. I'm telling you. We've all been doing the politics. We all know how to come out to say one thing and beyond do another thing. We all know those things. So if you see the followers jubilating, it tells you the leader is also jubilating. So NDC is so peeved about social media. So peeved. And I can tell you, right now as we are here, people are reporting their accounts. Yeah. It is coming, it's showing. People are reporting. So now, instead of they also learning, developing their brains, so that when you meet us like this, we can argue. When I say one, you also counter. No. So now the 78 million is used to pay people so they can go and eat banku. When you eat and you are satisfied, come and take your phone. When you see anybody who is an MPP person, just be reporting their account. Because they cannot use their brain. They can't. And in the midst of all this, you see people who claim to be journalists. Like the Ejakwabnes, the Yaa Konamas, and people who claim to be producers. And I don't get it. Now in Ghana, when you hear someone say that my producer away, you even wonder if there's any producer. Because from media general to the others, it seems that like the presenters and the so-called host just comes on the show and says whatever he wants to say. But in a civil world, in a place where you need have a producer, you don't say random stuff like that. Everything you say is seen and approved before you go on set. But Ghana had a yes out. So you have somebody like Bobby Ansa who will go on Accra FM and say that Akufo Addo no baby all free achimfo nyina omo ekosiafo. Yes. He will go and say that. And that person also claim to have a producer. Sani Panso a producer. Sani Panoso a producer. We have journalists who are not seeing anything wrong with this government. 8 months I'm telling you about pregnant women who have gone to give birth and are stranded. Journalists have not seen anything. There is nothing wrong. John Mama, that is it. 8 months. When Akufo Addo came to power, within the 8 months, people were already jubilating over free senior high school. This government has come. 8 months what are Ghanaians jubilating over? Nothing. 8 months. Ghanaians are not jubilating over anything whatsoever. Under Akufo Addo 2017, around this time, people were already preparing to go to school for free. For free. And free meant free. Even PTA dues, Akufo Addo said the children should not pay. Even PTA dues. And we are here and we think that we don't want the help of the traditional media any longer. But you see, I want to let this government know that as for social media, we are on and we will not leave it. We will not. No. We will have backup accounts. We will have them. If you come for this one, we will come. You see, we understand that politics in there. As when you opt for politics, your future is already like pre-written. Those police arrests and all, they are part of the journey. That is why Kufuor went inside and came back. Mandela, they went inside and came back. Mention them. So it is part of politics. And if you think that arresting people and putting handcuff on them is what is going to scare some of us not to come online, then you are getting it wrong, because we have read books, we have counted the cost of what was ahead of us, and we know what is ahead of us. We know that it was Akufo Addo that was liberal, because he was a human rights lawyer. So if you were an opposition communicator under Akufo Addo, you were free. But we knew that Malam Yohane is not like that. He does not have any idea about what democracy is. He was brought in power through democracy by his ruling using authoritative rulership. We know. And we are not under any illusion. We know. The kind of censorship that is happening in the media, we know, we see it. And nowadays, you see about 5 media houses with the same headline. You think it is by mistake or by chance? No. Now the media, the headline is coming straight from somebody's desk. So now the media men do not even have the freedom to put their own headlines out there. No. Because 78 million is at work. And you think you come and scare us to cow ourselves into a small corner. And now when we come live, we come and sing the praises of Malam Yohane over my dead body. Over my dead body. To come here, come and be, because I'm afraid, and come and be singing the praise of John Mahama. Like I would rather change the page into a commercial page and turn into a brand influencer. I said 200,000 followers, send me a brand influencer. Yes, sir. So next time you come here, then you see the voice. I'm selling a mosquito sprays. I'm selling. I'm doing adverts for car dealerships and stuff. Yeah. But for the love of our party, we are ready for anything that will come. And that is why the likes of AY, Fanti Comedy, and the rest who have been persecuted. This is not prosecution, it's persecution. The same thing that is happening now is just like the same thing that was done to the apostles of Jesus Christ when Jesus had left. You remember how they used to arrest the Peters, the Paul, and that is what is happening now. It tells you that we are on a good course. Yeah, we are on a good course. We are doing the right thing. So don't be discouraged. It should even make you stronger. It should. Now let me move to the next one. I came across a release from our party. Amnesty. You see, Amnesty, you are granting a free pass. You are forgetting about the person's old doings, and you are giving them a free passage back into whatever company or community they were part of that they were banished. Now, Amnesty is saying, I see, Obia, we be our BBA or MPP more, Yapam no. They should find their way back home. They come and start on a clean sheet. When I saw it, the first question I asked myself was that if we had won the 2024 election, will we be granting amnesty? I doubt. I so much doubt. Okay. So the reason we are granting amnesty is because we have lost. Now, after we've lost, we have sat down as a party to see maybe the mistakes you've made. So maybe one of the mistakes we made was that we have let go of some people. And yes, sir. Okay. If that is it, we cannot grant an amnesty, an open amnesty to everybody. If you want to grant amnesty, it must be on a case-by-case basis. That is what I believe. That is what I think. It cannot be a general amnesty. Now everybody come back. It must be on a case-by-case. So ideally, what I was thinking would have been the best for us to do is to create maybe committees at the constituency level, or we could already use a disciplinary committee at the constituency levels and put supervisors there, so that in every constituency, such people who want to return to the party, their cases will be considered. There are some individuals that must never ever be allowed back into the NPP. If they've been out means that we will be in opposition for 10 years, let us be. I'm telling you. There are people who have betrayed this party who should not be allowed back. Nipa bi wo ho a ade a mu yeye enti a yes suspend you no. We should not even consider once to bring them back. And you know those people, from the constituency to the national level. Auntie Sewa says, especially Hobson. I agree with you. You should not. Individuals who have left this party and they went openly, even our secrets, they reveal them. You want to allow that person back into your party? No. No way. Miranda says that my thought exactly, they should not be allowed in. Yeah, no way. No way. Imagine saying that Alan Kyerematen should be allowed back into MPP. No way. You can't do that. You can't take that risk. You can't. Why did Alan leave? Alan left because of Bawumia. Yes, we all know. Alan could not just understand the fact that Bawumia, who is relatively younger than him, has beat him in a democratic process. He didn't understand it. So if you are saying that Alan should come back, is Bawumia out of the party? No. So the same thing is going to happen again. So there should be no way you allow Alan back. Are you saying that you want to see somebody like Solomon Owusu come back into MPP? After all Solomon Owusu has said on media, the lies, the accusations, the betrayal, you want us to allow him back into the party? We are not that desperate too. I'm telling you that, look, this is just 8 months of John Mahama. By the time we hit 2 years, people will be begging to be part of MPP. I'm telling you. Ghanaians will be begging. So looking at the trajectory on which things are, Ghanaians will be begging. So we must not show signs of desperation. I know there are people who have left this party genuinely because they were mafiaed. Oh, we know such people. We know some people have been mafiaed. Some people have been suspended because somebody felt they were being a threat to them. Such people coming back to the party, I don't have a problem. But people who have betrayed this party, once beaten, twice shy, they should not be allowed anywhere near the party. No. Now, even if you want someone back, what are you looking at? Is it influence? Even if they are coming as ordinary members, it does not matter. Because ordinary members of the party are allowed to pick nominations, are allowed to pick forms to contest, provided they are able to pay the dues. So it does not matter. Who is an ordinary member? We have elections ahead of us. So you are saying someone like that should come back and pick nomination for what? I think that is a no-go area. Now let's zoom in on Alan. I've seen a lot of people making a case that Alan leaving MPP is part of the reasons for MPP's defeat. Now, are we saying that people were in MPP who wanted Alan to become president? If yes is the answer, now, Alan left MPP. And when he left MPP, he did not go, he did not retire. He left and went ahead to form his own movement, which is Movement for Change. Now, this Movement for Change he went to form was part of the people or the parties that contested in the general elections last year. Okay? All right. Now, so if you are telling me that there are Ghanaians and MPP people who felt that Alan should be a better president than Bawumia, then it means that wherever Alan went, they will still follow Alan and go and vote for Alan. Is that not so? All right. Because there are examples. This MP, what is his name? The MP who is now the second deputy speaker in parliament, his constituency, when he felt there was an issue, he was not well treated in 2020, he contested as independent. He won. So it tells you that if people like you, if people love you, it does not matter the party you belong to, they will still vote for you. And Isiama, thank you so much, Political Kingsley. Okay, they will still vote for you. So indeed, the number of the people who wanted Alan to be president will be the people who have voted for him. Alan has been the system for years, decades. Cheddar, Nana Kwame Bediako used less than 1 year to campaign. And when we all went into the election, guess what? Cheddar, who used less than 1 year to campaign, came third. And Cheddar got 88,944 votes. Cheddar, he got 88,944 votes. So if you need somebody to join MPP, and what you are considering is the numbers, you would rather go and beg Cheddar to come and join MPP. Because Cheddar clearly pulled the votes. When Cheddar was pulling 88,000 votes, almost 89,000 votes, guess what Alan got? Alan got 34,457 votes all over the country. All the 16 regions, the vote Alan got in the election was 34,457. In fact, Cheddar even doubled, more than doubled, almost tripled the number of votes that Alan got. So what are we talking about? Are we saying that the 34,000 that Alan got, if you add it to Bawumia's vote, Bawumia will have won the election? So there is clearly no case for Alan to come back. There's no case. And Alan already has also said that he intends contesting in 2028. Yeah. So what is it? Alan said he's contesting in 2028. So the people who are coming back into the party, it must be on a case by case. I pray that this message will get to our leadership. Yes, because it's very important. It's very, very important. Case by case. Otherwise, you will see NDC sending in spies. People to come and spy us, to leak out information. Just the same way there was a spy among us in 2024 election who was leaking out information to Kwame A+. If you are allowing, you are giving general amnesty, you will have more spies coming in. And I'm not sure as a party we are ready for those. And anyone who has also gone to Movement for Change should not be allowed back. Loyalty is very important too. Very important. Anyone who has deserted in 2024 can still desert us in 2028. Yeah. Escobar says that, yes, I'm with you, bro. Semai says simple. Thank you so much. So that is about the directive of the party. That is what I think about it. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is back to work. Auntie Sewa says, totally agree with you, my brother. Thank you so much. I come di mi obusianfo. He said amunya mi show biom. E den e koso. Now, John Mahama is back to work. He is gone to Japan. From Japan, he will be going to Singapore. It is normal for him to get back to work. But you see, there is a lesson for all of us to learn from this. Mami, you are welcome. And the lesson is that also think about yourself in everything you do. Yeah. In everything you do. In your support for a political party. In your support for human beings, individuals in the party. In joining camps. Also think about your future. So if because you are in maybe Baumia's camp, which is where I am, you think you should think to deserve that, and you just want to insult him for insulting's sake, you should think about your future. If you are in Ken's camp, and because you don't like you are in Ken's camp, you think Hajia Samira Baumia is now your mate. So you put camera on yourself and insult her, say she's a Fulani, say all manner of stuff. You should think about yourself and think about your future. All the good things we have heard about Mani Buama has not prevented the person who appointed him, in fact, the person who sent him to be on that helicopter from resuming his work. He did not. So whenever you are taking an action politically, think about yourself also and your future. That is why it is not necessary to make certain enemies now. It is not necessary. It is useless. It's senseless. Why I am so much annoyed and angry with some commentaries that we are hearing after the funeral. One of the commentaries we are hearing is that government is considering now repealing the LI completely. Which means that, look, the Galamsey for which these 8 people lost their life, this government could have kept its promise of repealing the LI. If this government goes ahead to repeal the LI per day, and if as a country, it had to take the sacrifice of 8 Ghanaians in such a deplorable way for the person who has the power, the person who has been voted for, who has been given the power to take action on the Galamsey, and then be in Pabonini, Pabomin, Paboni for Papa. I mean, about Chomuka. So all this while, you knew that your campaign promise you made to all Ghanaians that Akufo Addo was wicked. That is why he did not repeal the LI that allow for mining in forest reserves. That when you come, you are going to repeal it. You knew you could do it. You can do it. You have the power to do it. And you have not. And you kept on coming up with palliative approach to this whole issue until people's fathers, people's breadwinners were sacrificed. Do you know how painful it is that your loved one is gone, is expired, is dead, and you don't even get to see the body to say your final goodbyes? You don't get to see the body laid in state for you to say, do you know the kind of traumatic experience it takes people through? Yet, all this could have been prevented if this NDC government had kept its promise to deal ruthlessly with Galamsey. Today, what are we seeing? We are seeing citizens, farmers who are rather begging that don't come and cut down our cocoa trees. Citizens are now begging. Now we are seeing individuals in the governing party now forcing Galamsey on the people. Yeah. Seen video surface like that, where the farmers are saying they will not allow anyone to cut down their cocoa trees to do Galamsey, to do mining. And we are told the DC, the MCs, they are rather bringing the excavators into the farms. The second thing is that I heard His Excellency John Mahama say that he is opening a fund for the children of the victims. And I said, what are we talking about as a country? This same president opened a fund called Mahama Care. And guess what? That fund has an administrator who is being paid, and other people who are being paid for that. A fund, though. Meanwhile, that Mahama Care was not even needed. Akufo Addo had already expanded the health assurance coverage, brought in some childhood cancers, brought in dialysis. You came, you stopped paying all those, and you say you are creating a fund. Oh. Please let's power tap. They are reporting the live. Please power tap. They are reporting the live. So there was no need, absolutely no need, for that Mahama Care Fund. But now people are being paid because of that. Yeah, they are paying them. Now, as if that is not enough, people died in the line of duty. The 8 people we are mourning, they died while serving this country. They were not going on an entertainment ride. They were going on mission sent and approved by the state, and they are dead. You don't go creating a fund. No. You don't. You have to compensate the families. That is what you must do. These are the things that you use our taxes for, which we all will agree to. And when you compensate them, as for that money, we are able to trace it. That you use, let's say, 10 million Ghana cedis to compensate the families. So we go and ask the families, have you received the money? They say yes, then we are all okay. That is what you do. You compensate. You are supposed to give compensations. You don't come and claim they are opening a fund. And you open the fund and you employ somebody to manage the fund and be paying the person or what? DNT. Just to create avenues. Even in our mourning, in our sadness, people are still Malam Yohani. He is still looking for avenues to let people do chop. Compensate the people and stop talking about fund, creation of fund. They died in the line of duty. Compensate the families. Well, for that matter. Give them money from the state coffers, from the consolidated fund. That will take care of them, take care of their children. We all agree to that. Don't create any fund. We have heard the kind of things that happen to funds in Ghana. How are we going to trace the donations? Who are you going to be accountable to? In the end, how are you going to share it among the families? Please, Mr. President, we see other nations. This is not when these things happen, they pay compensations, because we as a state, we as a nation, we are the ones whom they were working for. So I don't support that fund message that was announced. I'm saying that unkofobe fa why didi. Sika unkofobe dibi. Is that your Ghana? Your Ghana. Captain Mahama. Of blessed memory. Is the family receiving compensations? Whatever. Please, pay the people. They deserve it. The families deserve it. Finally,